Alright, so here we go. We're going to open. Let's see what we got over here.
Oh my god.
We got a full box.
Oh my god.
So the first book is, let's see. When the Beat Was Born. DJ Kool Herc and the Creations of Hip Hop. Right?
Ow.
Amina over there doing too much. We're going to just put this to the side over here. Then we have Stromberg, the man who built the library. Okay, put that over here. We have A Hope More Powerful Than the Sea. One teen refugee incredible story of love, loss, and survival. The journey of Dora Alzani, Melissa Furman. This is actually a book about Malala Yousafzai, I believe it is, and it's I thought it would be a good book for both Matthew and Nadira to read because it was educational, and it talks about this girl who got shot. She's a Pakistani girl, and she got shot at the age of 15 because she wanted to fight for young girls' education. So this book I'm probably going to read with them. Then we have Walter Dean Myers, Bad Boy. And it's a memoir. So this one's from Matthew too. Nadira can also read this. I believe she could. Put that over there. Then we have Dragons. Oops, let me put it. Dragons Love Taco by Adam Rubin. Illustrated by Daniel Salamari. This one's for Nadira, Amina.
Yes, that's for me.
Put that over here. Okay. This one is Spilling Ink. Also a book that I think both Matthew and Nadira can enjoy. It's a young writer's handbook. So it's basically teaching, I believe it's teaching the kids to learn how to write. So we'll look into that soon. Then we have, this one is for Amina as well, I believe it is. It's called A Chance to Dance. That is for Amina. Okay. Here we have a 3-pack. This one, the first one you'll see is, I think it's by Lynn Kelly. It is by Lynn Kelly. Let's see if you can see it. It is by Lynn Kelly. The first one is Song for a Well. The second one is Let It Out Loud. And the other one is Other Words for Home. This is a guessing pack. Like you'll go and they'll have a question mark at the Scholastic, and they basically pick out 3 books for you to have. And this is for Nadira as well, but Matthew could do that to help him with his stuff, with, you know, expanding his vocabulary. This is another educational book. It's called Rose and Radicals, the epic story of how American women won the right to vote. As you can see, it's small. So this one definitely is for Matthew so he can read it and learn some more stuff. I have to admit, when I ordered these books, they all got mad. They were like, oh, y'all bought me educational books. Here goes a Goosebump book. Matthew's going crazy. Say what you want to say.
Goosebumps. Oh my god, Goosebumps is one of my favorite movies. I never watched it, but I read the stories, and the stories are really good. I read one on Scholastics, and it just blew my mind.
I didn't read this one yet.
You know, she said she didn't read it. Now this book is called, and both Nadira and Matthew could read it. This one is called Slap World. Monster Blood is Back by R.L. Stein. I bought this book because it sends their mind on a
there are 3 books.
like a mystery. Oh, well, this is, I think I bought 2 Malalas. Let's check it out. Because this is, check it out. This is I Am Malala. How one girl stood up for education and changed the world. This is the one that I was discussing. And this one is, let's see, because it looks like two of the same books, but it really isn't. It's 2 different ones, right? Whoops. Hold on, let me put it back in here so you can see. Check it out. So it is 2 different books. One is I Am Malala, so it does talk about Malala. The other one is A Hope More Powerful Than the Sea. It says, One Teen Refugee, Incredible Story of Love, Loss, and Survival. So let's read the back of this one and see what it says. Matthew, you want to read it?
Sure.
Just read this one right here.
This one, right. The whole paragraph of this one.
Yeah, so that
Okay.
they can see what it's about.
Her family escaped Egypt,
Egypt?
hoping to stay in peace until they could return home safely. But only a month after her arrival, the Egyptian government was overthrown, turning the country into a difficult place to live for refugees.
Yes.
Doya and her friends decided to flee to Europe to seek safety and education. Terrified and unable to swim, Dora boarded a smuggled, overcrowded fishing boat. After 4 terrible days at sea, another ship rammed into theirs, causing it to sink and leaving all the passengers to perish.
All the passengers to what?
All the passengers to perish. That's what it says.
To perish.
Perish.
Right.
In this updated Young Readers edition of Doya's story, including exif material, we can hear the remarkable story of a girl who did not lose hope. Her eye-opening account gives voice to millions of unheard refugees.
Refugees? Yeah, refugees.
Her eye-opening refugees who risk everything in a desperate search of a safe
Future. Good job. So yeah, these are 2 different stories. One is about somebody that's trying to stand up for kids' education, and this one is somebody who's trying to come out of a refugee situation. So these sound like 2 interesting books. So just go over there. Then we have this one. It's called Young Readers Edition. Never Caught the story of Anna Judge. Okay. It says George and Martha Washington's courageous slave who dared to run away. Y'all have to excuse me, I'm reading through the camera. So that's another one. Most of them are educational books. So this one's another one. It's called Through My Eyes. It's the Ruby Bridges story. You like that one?
I like this book, and I saw this book at school. It looked really interesting, and when I first read it, by the first chapter, it just blew my mind.
Was it big like this, or was there a smaller one?
It was
a smaller one,
about
right?
this small.
Yeah, because there's two different editions of it.
Yeah.
This is a different one. You might learn something different from there. Then we have this one. This is a 2, 4, 5 pack for Amina, right?
This story is good.
Yup, you read it. You probably read this when you were younger.
Yeah, I read that.
So yeah, this is level 1 readers. This is definitely for Amina to teach her how to read. So it's a 5 pack. So as she gets better, she goes on to the next pack. And then we have this one, also for Amina. It's called
Good Egg.
The Good Egg. And it's also a 2-pack. So that's about it. Matthew, what do you think about the books that I got for you?
Okay, so I'm gonna love this book. I'm gonna read it 1,000 times. There's a few books I'm gonna read 1,000 times because she got some really good books, and I think if she keeps getting these types of books, I'll learn more knowledge.
Yeah, and then when I first got the book, he was like, "I can't believe you got all these educational books." But now that he gets them here and he's looking at him, he's really looking forward to reading the book. So let's see how that go. We'll be posting little snippets here and there and letting y'all see how we do our little read time and so forth. Is there one specific book other than this one? One of these big books that you're looking forward to read? One of these.
One of these big books?
Yeah. One of these little books that it's like basically a chapter book. Any chapter books
Okay,
you're
so-
interested in reading? Remember, we got more down here. I know he's already interested in the Goosebump books because y'all see how excited he was.
I'm gonna read this one first because this one seems less like me. So I like to read this one first.
Right. This I think this would be more for Nadira because she likes to write and stuff, and I think that's for pictures too, being artistic. But this book that he thinks he wants to read first, right? The Bad Boy. It's, let's see if you can see this. Okay, I don't know if you can see it, but it says New York Times best-selling author Walter Dean Myers returned to his roots and his childhood memories of growing up in Harlem in the 1940s and 50s in this memoir that is gripping, funny, and ultimately unforgettable. As a boy, Myers was quick-tempered and strong, always ready for a fight. Sounds like Matthew. He also read voraciously. He would check out books from the library and carry them home hidden in a brown paper bag in order to avoid other boys teasing him. As he hopes for a successful future diminished, he turned into the streets and to his books for comfort. Here, in his own words, is the story of one of the most important voices of our time. So this is basically a memoir. See, it says it's a memoir. And I think I'm actually going to have him read this first because it resembles him a bit. And I think that he would probably get some type of, like, learn something from it. So I'll see you then, and I'll have him update you of what he thinks about the book in the future. Let me know if you've heard about this book and what you think about this book in the comments below.